Rolling Thunder demonstration, up to 1,000 motorcyclists coming to the nation's capital this week, and the interim police chief said they're going to block off key areas. They're concerned about it. They're going to let protests happen. But after the trucker convoy, they're obviously going to be very cautious about what this is going to mean. Now, the organizer of the Rolling Thunder demonstration headed to Ottawa is Neil Sheard, and he joins me now. Hi, Neil.
Hi, how you doing?
Just so people know who you are, you're a veteran, right? You
Yes,
served our country in the fort. Give us your history, please.
Okay, first of all, this is not a demonstration. This is not a protest. This is not a convoy. From the beginning, we've been saying that, and everybody keeps saying it's a convoy, it's Freedom 2.0. This is not what it is. This is a bike rally to help heal and give back that dignity to that monument that was desecrated by the powers that be. So,
Okay.
anyway.
Let's talk. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I want people to know who you are a bit. You served our country where?
I did 12 years, and I did 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Okay, and so and how many members, veterans, will be joining you at the rally?
I'm hoping there's going to be thousands, because the word's gone out and the boys are ready to go. They're coming in to take back that monument.
What does take back the monument mean? Take it back from whom? It's there.
Well,
I walk by it every day, and people are honoring veterans every day there. Who are you taking it back from?
Well, the powers that be decided to desecrate it by putting up a 7-foot fence all the way around it. And the veterans thought, that is wrong. So eventually, the veterans came down and took it down in an organized manner, and they put it to the side. The city can come and pick it up. It was all good. And we came to an agreement with the police that we would guard it, because they said we can't guard it. So, well, we will guard it 24/7 to stop any vandalism and stuff like that, because that was what was coming out of the media. And the police agreed with it. And
well, you saw what happened in the trucker convoy with some people desecrating the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. You saw it. I saw it.
One young lady, she jumped on top of the unknown soldier.
Yeah.
And she was shouted off real quick.
Okay.
And then the picture that was shown of somebody urinating on it, it was on the bottom step, and it looked like somebody's dog had walked over and marked it. There was no desecration by the people.
But what are you taking it back? Like, I'm just trying to understand.
Anyway.
Are you going to take down the fences this weekend?
There's no fences up there. We took them down. And we were guarding it. And then the powers that be decided to come in and physically remove veterans of sacred ground. Plain and simple. So, that was a desecration. That monument belongs to veterans. It also belongs to Canada, too. Because that monument is a receipt for every person that has paid the ultimate price of freedom in this country from the Boer War right through Afghanistan.
I understand that. So now, does this have any connection to the vaccine issue, the anti-vaxxer issue, the anti-vaccine mandate issue, and is there any relationship to that, or is this purely about veterans?
Purely about veterans.
If it's purely about veterans, why is your featured speaker a guy named Chris Sky?
Hold on. He has nothing to do with this.
Isn't he? It's on your website, Rolling Thunder. Chris Sky's a featured speaker. I'm looking at it.
He's not a feature in this. He's got nothing to do with this.
Is he not speaking at the rally?
No, he's not speaking. He is not speaking on that monument. He may be off somewhere else speaking, but he has nothing.
So it says Rolling Thunder Ottawa official. I'm just looking at the schedule. Is this your website, rollingthunder.ottawa.com?
Yeah, and that is a situation of what is happening for the day.
I know, but he's supposedly 2 p.m. rally and march at Parliament Hill with special guest speaker Chris Sky. Is he part of it?
No, he is not part of what is happening on the monument.
I know, but I don't want to parse. Neil.
Okay,
right. He's on your website as a feature. I just want people to know who this guy is, because he's not a veteran. He's an anti-Semite. He's a racist. He's a guy he's a Holocaust denier. He has said the most disgraceful things about Jews. He's talked about the Great Replacement theory.
Wow,
He said, well, I'm reading. I can read you what I don't want to read it, but he said horrific things about Africa, about blacks.
How about the reason why we're there?
But why would you include him? Because, Neil, it is important. If you're legitimizing him, I'm asking a serious question. If you're legitimizing a Holocaust denier, doesn't that undermine your message? It's disgraceful. Like, what do you do there? Why feature him?
This guy has nothing to do with what is happening on the veteran side, okay? There's a list of the things that will be happening on that day. He is not a special guest of us. He's not part of Veterans for Freedom. This has got nothing to do with Chris Sky.
Okay, so are you part of... I'm just trying to understand this because everyone, are you part of Rolling Thunder Ottawa, the official website? Like, is that you, Neil? Because I thought you were the organizer of the Rolling Thunder Ottawa, the official event.
I am.
Okay. Like I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but he's on you. No, you listen, man. You know me. I've been out at these rallies. I'm trying to understand this legitimately. I thank you for your service to the country. Believe me, and I believe in freedom of speech. But I'm trying to understand, sir, why a rally that you organize would include a guy whose beliefs are so abhorrent about their racist views, their Holocaust. Why is he? It says rally special guest speaker Chris Guy. I'm just trying to figure that out, Neil. What's the relationship?
There is no relationship between me and Chris Guy. Done.
Okay, how did he get on? How did he get on the guest speaker list of the rally you're organizing?
He is part of what is happening in that day, right? Plain and
why? Like I get it. Like, I understand the bikers want to go to their war memorial, and I get that. But just real quick,
why are we hanging up? Why we keep going on Chris Guy? Okay, I know you're saying I am this, that, and the other, and he's this, that, and the other. How about we just stay to the facts of what you asked me?
Because if I give you credit, because you're lending him legitimacy. That's why. You're giving your imprimatur of legitimacy to a guy who has denied the Holocaust, who said horrifically racist things about blacks. Like, I'm just trying to understand, why would you lend your credibility to that if you don't believe in anything he says?
Free speech in this country, my friend. Free speech in this country. That's why veterans died. So he can say what he wants. So you can say what you want.
But you're making a choice. Free speech, but you don't have to give him, he can say it, but why lend your imprimatur to say that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You try and figure that out. Now let's get back to why the bikes are here, how long they're going to be doing, what their route is, and all that stuff. Okay, you've had your little say, so now let's keep going on.
It's not my little say. I'm trying to understand the rally. What if the police block the bikes? And I've talked to the senior police. They're going to make sure that the war memorial, they say, is going to be blocked to everyone but pedestrians. What happens then?
We've already figured that out. We've been working with the city, we work with the police, and we now have a route, and it's all settled. We're not going around the monument. We are still going to do a drive-by. We're going to keep the bikes under control, bring them in, do a little bit of a salute with the bikes driving by down Mackenzie, and then across the bridge at Mackenzie, back down onto Rideau, and then push out the city. And that's all it was.
So there's not going to be... Okay, so this is going to be, Neil, totally peaceful.
Absolutely. The guys aren't there to... They're there to salute the veterans. They're there to give that dignity back to that monument, give some dignity back to veterans that were beaten by the police. They were handcuffed by the police and dropped out of town by the police. And they weren't charged.
Will there be confrontation with the police, you think?
Hell no. Sorry. No, there won't be any with the police.
And what do you say, quick? The people of Ottawa who are worried, there's going to be noise for 2 days and residences will be kept up at night. What happens at night?
Bikes won't be running at night. They're coming in, do the run, go for a drive, and then they're done. Some will stay in the city to stay overnight and go shopping in your beautiful city. Some will go home.
All right. Neil, how about that? I got to take a break, but Neil, I also host CTV's Power Play. I'd love to have you on. I think there's a national attention on this thing. You know why? And I really appreciate you coming on. And these are tough and good discussions to have.